Welcome, everyone. We're so excited you decided to pop by our live demo today. We have had a lot of stuff to learn here at Learning A to Z with this pivot to everything virtual. We really can empathize and understand these technicalities that you are dealing with in the classrooms every day. Well, we're so excited that you're here with us, and we would love to just take 10 minutes to do a live demo of RAS Plus and Vocabulary A to Z for you. Now, here's a great thing. If you're in our booth watching right now, if you hang out with us for 10 minutes, our live demo, you will get entered into a raffle for a 1-year license to any of our Learning A to Z products, one of them that you choose. So, what we would love to do is have you go ahead and either use the QR code down here or type that link in to your URL address bar and fill out the form that will enter you into the raffle, and we will do the raffle at the very end of our 10-minute demo that I'm about to do for you. So go ahead and get yourself entered into that raffle. I'll leave this slide up for a minute for you so that you can make sure you see that. Now, while you're going ahead and getting yourself set up for our live raffle that will do just 10 minutes after our demo, I also want to let you know that this demo is a one-way demo. You can see me, but I can't see and hear you. If you have questions throughout our demo or at any time while you're in our booth, use the chat feature right in our virtual booth. We do have live reps standing by to answer you in real time, and they have connection to me. So if there's something that you have a question about or you want to address during my live demo, they can get a hold of me and I can go ahead and show that to you. So again, really quickly, go ahead and enter yourself in for the raffle, which we'll do in 10 minutes. You have to be here in 10 minutes to win using the QR code, or you have to type this in to the URL. In your and okay, if you have any questions about the raffle, please feel free to enter your question into the chat in our virtual booth, and somebody will just go ahead and paste in the link for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our demo. It's 12:11 and we want to make sure we get done in time. Today we're going to take a look at one of Learning A to Z's products called RAS Plus. Now, RAS Plus is an online digital library of texts and other literacy resources for teachers and students to use. I'm going to take about 5 minutes side and 5 minutes to show you the student side. And if you're interested in having a conversation and going deeper, please feel free to try to set up a meeting with any one of our reps here at Learning A to Z, and we'd be happy to take a deeper dive into the product for you. Here's how easy it is to use RAS Plus. If you are looking for some literacy resources to use in your classroom, we've got them. We have over 50,000 literacy resources, and we make planning and using them easy. One of our most popular resources are our leveled texts. So if I come down here to my leveled text drawer and I click on all leveled books, you'll see that I have about 2,600 plus leveled texts on 29 different levels that I can pick from. So as a teacher, it's super easy to locate one. Just choose the level that you're looking for. If you're looking for the correlation of the Learning A to Z leveling system out to the leveling system that you use, as you can see, just hover over our level and it'll show you that correlation immediately. I can further filter by the type of text that I'm looking for. So maybe I want a nonfiction book. And now as I scroll down, you'll see I have 45 nonfiction texts at level J to pick from. Show me a book library anywhere in this country that has that many books. Now I can simply very quickly choose, how about amazing Antarctica for thinking about winter and snow and cold habitats, right? And when I click into that text, here's what you get. Super quick. I get a PDF that I can download and print out for use in my classroom. I get a projectable text that I can share my screen or put up on a monitor, and I can actually add text digitally in front of my students, whether I'm meeting with them virtually or in the classroom. I get an assignable text that I can digitally assign out to my students for them to listen to or read or take a digital quiz. And look, if I have vocabulary A to Z in addition to RAS Plus, I can assign digital vocabulary activities related to this text. I can assign it to all students, groups of students, or individual students. Let's go with all students for now. We'll assign that out to everybody. Now, scrolling down, as the teacher, I need resources. I've got a book lesson plan to help me know how to teach it, as well as all of these different additional resources that I can use projectable or in PDF format to support the skills and strategies that go along with this book. Now, take a look up here too. Here's the cool part. If I have vocabulary A to Z, remember I assigned those digital resources. So I also now will have given my kids access to game-based vocabulary activities they can do on their end. We're going to show you what those look like when I log in as a student in just a minute. You may also notice this is a multi-level text. So same text available in 3 levels. A lot of our texts have that option, so you can reach all your students with the same content and the same text. And you may notice that this is a Spanish. It's also available in Spanish. You'll also see this particular one is available as a wordless book. All different options here. But leveled books aren't the only thing we have in RAS Plus. Scrolling down, you'll also notice we have digital running records or benchmark assessments. You can assign running records to students digitally. They can take them digitally, and you can score them digitally. So if you are working in a virtual environment and looking for digital assessment, we have it for you. We also have the foundational skills drawer, where we have full 32 weeks of phonics and phonological awareness curriculum built out for you, including digitally assignable decodable texts. In our focused instruction drawer, you're going to see close read options, comprehension skill packs that include 21st century skills. We have argumentation, literature circles, text sets to build knowledge, anything and everything that you're looking for, regardless of your literacy approach, available for teachers to use here. Now, I promised we would click over to the student side, but before we do, I just wanted to show you another quick way to search is right in here. Maybe you're teaching about the ARC search by topic for Arctic, and then we can always narrow our results and find a text between K and P levels. Let's make sure we're focusing on main idea and details when we teach. See how you can narrow that down? Or I could just type in main idea and search by. So many different ways to locate resources in RAS Plus. Now let's log out of RAS Plus quickly and go see what it looks like for a student. When you've assigned something to students, they will log in at our student portal at Kids A to Z. And when they log in, the roster comes up. They just find their name and click on it. They can click either the image or the word that you've assigned as their password. And now this is our primary portal. This is for the K to 2 students. We also have a portal for grades 3 to 5 that looks a little more grown up. But watch how easy it is. I'll go into my reading planet since I'm looking for my reading assignments, into my assignment, and I'll check my single assignments. That's where the individual things my teacher assigned to me live. Now, because this is my demo account, I have all sorts of stuff in here. Normally, your students wouldn't have this many things assigned to them. But here is our amazing Antarctica resource that we assigned. Notice it has listen, read, take the quiz, and here are our 3 digital vocabulary activities. When the student clicks on this one, they're going to determine if they're going to listen to it, read it. Now see, they can't take the quiz because they haven't read it yet. Once they read the text, they can take the quiz. And how will I practice my vocabulary words? Will I do phonics activities, spelling activities, or vocabulary definition type activities? Let's read it first. As I click on the read, I'm going to open the ebook. Notice here that students can record themselves reading. Anything a student does in their ebook, the teacher will be able to hear and see later. So if a student records themselves reading, the teacher will be able to hear it later. Student also has those same annotation tools that the teacher had, so they can really mark up the text in meaningful ways and really analyze and evaluate while they're reading this text. They have sticky notes they can type in, so they can think about the text, ask questions. And there's even a digital journal. They can record words in their vocabulary section, and they even type responses and reflections about the text they're reading. Again, everything the student does, the teacher will see. Now let me head back out to my assignment. Let me go back into Amazing Antarctica, and let's take a look at some of those amazing phonics resources that we assigned. If I click to go into the vocabulary games, you're going to notice here that these are set in a predetermined way. I can do one thing at a time. The test and the post-test, so that we can really start to show some growth as well. You'll find that the students absolutely love these activities. The test itself is just a test, but even that looks a little cuter than a regular test, right? But the game-based activities have them moving mice through mouse traps and saving cities and playing hangman and all those fun digital game-based activities. This is great for students when they're working independently from you and you need them to have access to digital text and to have meaningful work to do. The other awesome part is that everything students do in here will be reported back to the teacher in data sets and reports that the teachers can pull for progress monitoring and data-based decision making. The last piece I want to show you is the reading room. If you're just looking for a way for students to have access to read for enjoyment, this is a great option for you. Once a student has been leveled within our leveling system, this area will give students access to digital text that they can access anytime for reading and listening and taking quizzes. You won't even have to do anything. It's just a great way to put books in kids' hands, whether they're with you in class or in a virtual learning environment. So I hope you enjoyed our very quick overview of RAS Plus and some of the resources if you have RAS Plus and Vocabulary A to Z together. Now it's time for our raffle. Oh, it looks like we don't see any names have been entered into our raffle for just yet. If we do get some names entered in, we will absolutely make sure we notify the winner by the end of the day. Now, if any of you are still with us, though, and you didn't get to enter into the raffle, I do want to make sure that you are aware that you are also open to having a 9-day science A to Z, vocabulary A to Z, just from attending our demo session. Now, this is a much longer access trial than we would normally offer on our regular site. If you just go to our Learning A to Z site, you'll only get a 14-day trial. This 90-day trial is specific to those that visit us here at FETC. In order to get access to that 90-day trial and set it up, you'll want to scan this QR code, or again, enter this link into your URL address bar and complete the request for a trial at that particular URL. You'll get access to your trial account immediately. Thank you so much for joining us. Please come back and visit us again for another level or send out a meeting request if you'd like to learn more.